Good morning, traders. This is a follow-up from Sunday's analysis of today's trade. We can see that it kind of pretty much played out true to form. They opened up above 4,000 and they tried to get you involved early, but it's always good to be patient in the first half hour. I think it's important to watch it play out a little bit, especially since it didn't even get up to R1 and or the gap fill, which was probably around 21. And you can see early that they had a hard time. Once they got on their own nine, they kept trying to get you into a short here. And from a scalping point of view, it might have paid out, but ideally it's best to wait, especially until after nine. More often than not, some of the biggest moves come after 9 o'clock. And you can see how it played out in both markets. And we got up that push all the way up to about 10 minutes after nine, where all three markets made their early morning high. And this little push right here was kind of like an air pocket. It just like kind of jammed from 19 straight up. That was kind of obvious to me. So I waited it out a little bit. I was looking for the opportunity to get short right as somewhere in this ballpark. And I took it up in here around 21. Um, and it took a while. I took a little, it didn't really come that far against me, but I stayed with it. I'm working a five handle stop, so I'm stuck at around 26. I'm willing to risk that. And even if I get punched out on a fake out to the upside, I still can get back in. So, it's early, but this is what I'm looking for. Market's a little bit overbought, especially in a downtrend, but the rally was due. And we talked about it, like a gap higher in a downtrend, you got to look for the weakness at the highs. And here it is. And if you didn't get it, then the opportunity came in right around. You can see here we're bouncing off of R1 and somewhere in here, 18, 17 would have been your entry. And you can see the Dow was doing the same thing. And right there, the volume spike, they just started to ram it and they took it straight down. In fact, and you can see once again how to marketplace these locations. Obviously this is the big deal. This is the MA. I talked about that, and you can see the bounce a little bit. You see how they're having a hard time get through it, and then they started struggling to get through that early morning chop high of 08, and then the rest has started to make its way down. Now the market's kind of going to hover around here. Don't forget, we made a low of 87. And there's still a little gap down here, down to looks like about 75. So, there might be another short coming in here. I played this, and usually when I do runners, I just put three on, keep it simple. My risk is about $750 up to 26, and I'm taking them off every 10 handles as they come to me. So I immediately got some 12s. I got some O2s, and I eventually got paid at 92, somewhere down in here. And now I'm flat. So, this is how you take advantage of the extreme locations. Even if you're trading it for smaller management, smaller profits, it's totally fine. How you trade it is your own personal style. That's all there's to it. But this is how you attack the markets. Have a game plan and execute. I talked about it. You don't have to do as I say, but you can see that there's high probabilities of success if you look at the market in this way. It's you're fading the masses, and I know, and for the most part, it looks like you're thinking about doing something that nobody else is doing, but that's the truth about the market. The best trades are the ones that nobody wants, and you get them up all the way up here. I mean, logically speaking, you really shouldn't be looking for a long. The market's a little overextended. It's up 40 some odd handles and it hasn't even retreated. So, you have to be smart about it. And you can see the big money says it's time to roll them. And that's exactly what they did. So, pay attention to this MA. This is obviously the issue right here. Anywhere between this 96.6 up to oh 07 is could be a chop zone, but bear in mind you'd still have gap all the way down to about 75, which is just below the daily pivot. So we probably should make our way down to that at some point. And you can see that Dow has made it down to their daily pivot, and now they're hovering around it. So pay attention for the opportunity for maybe one more short. All right, guys, this is the update for today's session. And like I said, pay attention to your areas 96 and probably going down 82 and whatever else they give you. We'll see how this thing plays out for the rest of the afternoon.